When I feel the heat of that overwhelm from being misunderstood, or what do I do? How do I handle it? As I start to feel that heat rise up, the first most important thing that I do is I have to recognize what's happening. Am I getting defensive? Am I getting overwhelmed? Am I overstimulated? What's going on? I try to get myself out of that situation, be it the conversation itself, be it the room that I'm in, whatever it is. I need to change my scene. I need to step away from that conversation. So I might use a script real quick if I can remember. I'm going to need a few minutes to process this. Let me step away from this conversation and I'll come back to you later today or tomorrow. I get up, I move, I walk around, I get physical, like physical in terms of physical motion. I got to move around. I start to walk, I start to pace. But the main thing is I need to get up and move. If I can go for a short walk, I do that, but I got to change my scenery. I gotta get in motion somewhere. If I have a safe friend at work, a trusted colleague, if it's a work conversation, I will ask them if I can sort of verbal process, or if I don't have a safe friend at work, friend or family member. If I still can't do that, if I can't get a friend or a family member or work colleague or whatever it is, after my walk or after taking that little break, record a voice note, verbal process that, or I will sit down and I'll type up all of my thinking. I'll just get it all out, get my whole thinking out. And then I leave that thinking, that writing, I leave it alone. I walk away from it for a few hours, maybe overnight. One of my coworkers has a 24-hour rule. When you're that upset or you get that frustrated or you get that overwhelmed, or when something big like that happens, you give it 24 hours before you respond. It helps center me. So then I come back to it and I reread the thing and I edit. I now edit down unnecessary words, repetition, ramblings, anything where I'm not concise. Sometimes I'll use ChatGPT to help get that narrowed down. Sometimes I'll have a friend or a work colleague look that over and review it before I do anything with it, but it'll help me focus my thinking. Or I'll write bullet points if I have to re-engage in a verbal conversation with that person again. It's not always perfect, but that's what I try to do when I'm feeling that panic of being misunderstood.